And most men are leading from an orphan spirit. Unfortunately, it's the wrong operating system, not the system that Father, Papa God, Abba intended for us, intended for you. Here's what the orphan spirit looks like in a man who leads. He controls because he's afraid things will fall apart without him doing it. He performs because he needs people to see he's doing a good job. He withdraws when he feels like he's falling because he can't handle the weight. And people closest to him, his wife, his kids, his friends, his relationships, they feel it. They don't feel led, they feel managed and controlled. But here's what Papa's design actually was for you, for me. On day 6 of creation, Papa does something he never did on any other day. He doesn't speak to what he is creating or designing or making. He speaks about who he is making in his image. It's very powerful. Let us make mankind in our image. Identity before assignment. Who you are before what you do. My name is Carlos, and my wife and I, we are known as the Amish Matchmakers. And why, you might say, you're not Amish. You're right. In the pictures, we dress up Amish just for fun. We're not Amish. We're completely, as the Amish would say, English. We do help Amish singles to find godly spouses, create epic marriages, and develop a legacy that is rooted in faith, freedom, and above all else, love. It's what we do. We love what we do. We are Carlos and Chantel Campos, and we are, yes, we are known as the Amish Matchmakers. And we do help English people as well to match up. It's what we do, it's what we love, and we see a beautiful, beautiful pattern in creation code. In Genesis, you might know the story of where Father, Papa, created the heavens and the earth. Well, today we're talking about day 6 and what that means to have dominion when he created man and then gave us dominion. Do you know what that means and what you're supposed to do with that? Well, there's 2 different kind of dominions, fear or love. Today we're going to talk about choosing love and what that looks like. You can't lead well from what you do, only from who you are. And here's the 2 operating systems. The orphan spirit will lead from fear, control, performs, strives, and those around you do the same. Papa's spirit will lead from sonship, stewardship, releasing control of the outcome, support, love. Here's what day 6 means for how you lead right now. 5 ways that you can lead. Ready? Identity always comes before assignment. Papa blessed before he sent. You can lead from fullness and not the lack. Dominion is stewardship, not ownership. Your wife is not yours to control. Your children are not your possessions. They are Papa's people entrusted to you. The orphan pattern doesn't have to be your identity. You don't have to stay in that, okay? It is a learned behavior. And through Triggers to Triumph, we can help you write a new story, walk a new pathway, speak a new language, talk a new story about yourself. You ever notice when people have intense trauma or things they've been through in their childhood, or maybe even they don't talk about their childhood, but things they've been through as an adult. But then when you get to know them, you realize these are patterns and cycles that have been throughout their whole life. They've gone through these cycles and patterns, these cycles and patterns. It's real. And it comes from the story they're telling themselves. That story keeps repeating. That's why we got to disrupt that story and create a triumphant story. That's why we go from trauma to triggers. Then from triggers, we're going to disrupt it and create a triumph story. We go from trauma to triumph. We go from triggers to triumph is the name of the training and our core values of how we rewrite the story Sometimes you need help disrupting that story. You're worthy of being known and knowing yourself as a son or a daughter of Papa. Son creates safety. Your family should feel that you are for them and not ruling over them. Safety is the environment where legacy grows. Legacy, number 5, is the identity your children inherit. Sons raise sons, orphans raise orphans. What you model today is a foundation they will build on tomorrow. You know, there's been many times in my life with my children that I have felt this the trigger in myself and feeling myself wanting to respond or react as a orphan, and many times I have. Let me just be real. I've flown off the handle and raised my voice, and I used to be a yeller a lot. I used to yell a lot. Very passionate man, and so the yelling voice would come out, and boy, I tell you, it would bring fear to my children, and I could see it in them. And over the years, I've stopped doing that and moved into sonship where I just love and encourage them and say, this is what I would do in these scenarios. And especially as they get older and start to make their own decisions and realizing yelling or fear or giving them, consequences. Consequences are real. Reaping and sowing is real. However, if they fear that they're going to be punished by me if they don't toe the line, that's not creating sons and daughters. That's creating orphan spirit. That's duplicating what I felt and what I went through. So it's really, really important for us to walk out being sons and daughters. I caught myself at times leading from the orphan spirit and even thinking like it. Oh, and you can tell when the orphan spirit starts kicking. It's like, I'm not worthy, or I'm such an idiot. Why did I do this wrong? Or what's wrong with me? And nobody's gonna want to listen to me. Nobody's gonna want to look up to me. You know what I mean? You want to control them. That's when you can recognize I'm leading as a son right now. You can say, stand strong and say, this is what a son would do. Or is this an orphan spirit? Well, if I lead with authority, but yet support and love. Remember, even the way you present, it's the how you present. Are you asking questions for clarity? That's what a son would do, knowing that they see the best in that person. When I came back to sonship, I stopped managing and I started leading. Am I leading as a son right now? Or am I leading as an orphan? That question will change everything for you if you're willing to look at it and then understand what it looks like to be a son versus what it looks like to be an orphan. We have to have that understanding and comparison. We have to have that understanding of development and growth. One ask I want to ask you to take a look at, because an orphan will lead from the fear of losing control. They want to have dominion and pressure and ownership. They're always trying to prove themselves. Their family feels controlled. Things are built on striving. Here's where Papa's spirit comes in, and really knowing you're a son or a daughter is you feel secure. You feel confident. You're stewarding peace. You lead from identity. The family can feel you and trust you. And you have love and order, not control and strife. Make sense? Before we close, I want you to name one thing. Where does the orphan spirit show up most in how you lead? Control? Withdraw? You withdraw? You demand performance? You bring fear into scenarios? Just name it, drop it in the comments for me as you're watching this recording. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, because sometimes we have to name it, what we're doing, in order then to change it and do something new and different. And I believe you can do something different. So, you ready? Ready to walk in that inheritance that Father's given you? That's what sonship has. And I want to remind all of you that we have our school platform over on the school, skool.com. Look us up, Epic Your Life, on school.com. That's spelled with this K, skool.com. We have our community there, have our content there, Connection DNA. We have community live events, Epic Intensive coming up in August. Telling you, a lot ahead of us, and we're excited for you to join us in this journey together. My next talk will be on, when I come live again, will be on day 6, or excuse me, day 7. Today was day 6, but next will be day 7, where the Father chooses to rest. What does the rest look like? It's a powerful process. And let's see. Let's join together in this journey and continue to walk forward. My name is Carlos. And yes, we are known as the Amish Matchmakers. If this is helpful or beneficial, you want some more of this, you want to share this, your comments, your liking, posting, reposting, and will really affect the algorithms to where more people can see this message. And would you subscribe as well to our channel? That helps, really does. Give us a thumbs up if any of this is landing, or if you're going to work on walking in dominion, walking as a son or a daughter versus walking as an orphan, and leading with confidence instead of fear. God bless you.